Okay, hello everyone, Internet Tomato here. Man, this is the third time I did this intro. I have downloaded the stuff. I was so confused, nothing was making sense. Because it's like, why in the world is nothing starting? I saw the area in the intro, whatever, like the trailer. Talked to Evane, nothing's working. I'm like, nothing makes any sense. I talked to some people in Quinacht. Turns out, Black Anise appears at your campfire while in Quinacht to start the quest. So, who knew? Anise, what are you doing here?
The lost one cannot hear you. She walks again the paths she forsook, wading through familiar darkness. Well met, my friend. Strange to see you beneath these noisy skies. I find I much prefer the quiet depths of the sea.
Okay. I suppose you're speaking to the one I carry within me. What is it that you seek?
There is a place in the depths that calls you. A domain both mine and not mine, lingering on the seabed for centuries. I have a certain fondness for it. I once helped it grow, yet from the beginning, it has been stagnant. Its beginning was your doing, Arthur. Now that you have returned, help it move at last.
Okay. I can ask all the questions because I need to ingest all the lore. It appears that righting Arthur's wrongs is a duty I can't escape. Very true. Just in case you only get to ask one question, this seems more important. What is this place you speak of?
It calls itself the Sanctuary of SARRAS. That is a name you should remember, my friend. After all, you would not be here without it.
Okay. It appears, yeah, that righting Arthur's wrongs is a duty I can't escape.
Quite so. Though it would do you good to show some respect for your king.
By the way, I know this is so random, but I would, like, nerd over this game so hard if Wayne June ended up being one of the voice actors of one of the characters. I would be like, oh my gosh. I think that then I would just fall in love with the game. Anyway, that's the voice actor for Darkest Dungeon, by the way. How do we get there?
By descending into the coldest depths of the sea. How else?
No.
Do not fear. You will not drown. I will not permit it. But there, my part ends. What follows is yours to shape. I trust you will not keep me waiting too long, my friend.
What was asked of me? Oh my gosh. I'll see you again. Vessel to vessel. Yes. I'll level up real quick, because why not? Yeah, by the way, these are my new stats. Congratulations, you guys are seeing it. Skills. So I kind of went all in on my two-handed stuff, just so you guys are aware. I did more stuff in stamina. I'm not going to get into it because I'm kind of stoked. However, I am going to make one-handed slightly better, because that was the last thing I wanted to work on that I kind of left behind. Anyway, yeah, I'm positive it's over here, because I know this map like the back of my hand. I know exactly where it is. It's got to be over here. Technically, I think I could have fast traveled up there. It would have been slightly faster, but it's fine. I'm jumping. Sorry. I'm too stoked. I have all this health anyway. What's the point of all this health if I don't use it? And also I can survive multiple deaths, so. Did it. Mysterious Chapel. Oh my goodness. We're going down under. Australia. Whoa! New art. Sorry, I just screenshotted. Okay, because I might use that at some point. Whoa. Okay, hey, new statues. Oh my goodness, they got things. Oh my goodness, we're gonna get all the Quirko. This is so cool, buddy. Okay, let's kill the monster in front of us. What are you? Drowned sailor. Let me take a look. Come on, come on. Ah, you're just an undead. Okay. Well, an undead drowner. It's fine. Yeah, it says drowner, so that's how it's characterized. Oh, he has a warm coat. It's funny. Alright, this seems to be the main area, but I'm surprised he survived my big hit, if I'm honest. Like, it was that mackerel? Fish bones? Okay. Pilchard? Okay, so there's new stuff. There's new stuff, even though it's just turning into a fish fillet once I pick it up. Seaweed? That's new. Okay, so they added new items to the game, too. That's cool. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna take a left, because this looks like might be something lootable. Right, this looks very mazy. Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's anything else new. Fishing nets. Sea creature's heart. Okay, there's a lot of... Was that tummy? Tummy? I don't know, I haven't seen that before. Also the vases you can loot from. Okay. So there are new things. Why is my first instinct to try to break that? I don't know. This does look very mazy. Very cool. Is that a box? No. I have bad eyesight. Okay. Pork. We're going to continue to hug the left wall. By the way, that is a trick of in order to get through a maze. Just so you guys know, if you ever play D&D, that is in fact a thing. If you hug a wall, you'll eventually get out of the maze if you just keep sticking to that wall. Now, technically, if the answer's in the very center, it might not work, but ooh, deserter's notes. Very excited. Oh my goodness. Okay. I've dreamt of the Lord of the Seas again. It must mean I'm close, mustn't it? I don't know why he keeps calling me to his depths, but I must find out. He made me Keeper of the South, yet it was because of him that I couldn't stay in the keep. Every time I closed my eyes, I felt like I was drowning, and he was just watching as if waiting for me to do something. I always woke up just as my lungs began to tear themselves apart, and they ached all morning. I know desertion means death, but staying in the keep was killing me. It felt as if the walls were closing in a little more each day, and he kept calling. I roamed the island until I found this place. His presence here is so strong. The dreams are more frequent, more vivid. I must go to him. I must find a way to descend. Huh. Okay, so a keeper being called. That sounds very Lovecraftian. For those of you who read Lovecraft or know it, that sounds very Lovecraftian. Somebody being called, couldn't help it. Whoa. Okay. Ah, man, there's probably loot. There's probably loot. I know I shouldn't be a loot goblin now, because you guys are probably stoked to see everything, but I have to. I have to loot this place. I just got to. Also, I don't know if that is the end. Ooh, Menhir figurine. Yay, gives me a permanent bonus. Whoa, 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 what was that? Grants a blessing of SARRAS? Grants a blessing of SARRAS, making creatures of SARRAS weaker. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, there's a lot of new stuff here. Salty blood. Yeah, I don't know what this stuff does. The fishing net, the fish bones, those sorts of things. Is it a potion? It's a consumable. Here it is. +5 max health. May as well. I doubt I can make that jump, but it doesn't hurt to try. I did. Okay. I love that the area moves. This doesn't feel underwater, I gotta say. And I've already been over here. Okay. Well, it's time to feel really lost. I'm pretty sure this is where I came in from. Yeah. Okay. So we're just going to explore, because I do want to see if there is new loot. Oh, okay. Good thing I am exploring. There's another note. Also, anything dig up? No? Okay. To my Felicity. My beloved, I beg you, dry your tears. I can't bear the thought of you sitting there sad and alone. I promise you, when my mission is over, I'll return to you in glory and honor, and our days will be filled with peace and happiness. I had to go so I could earn us a life worthy of you and the kind you deserve. I know your father is right in his own way. He'd never allow you to marry a simple fisherman, but a simple fisherman who serves the Lord of the Seas and brings back the riches of the underwater realm? That's a different story. I believe I'll succeed, my dearest. Listen to the waves. I'll come to you on one of them. Forever yours, Elijah. Interesting, but okay. So maybe SARRAS was once a Lord of the Seas, or he wants to become one? Okay, rum looks different. Grog. Okay, there's a lot of new stuff. Anything on the ground? I do feel like I want to make sure there's nothing like hidden. Okay. Because games like to do that. I mean, Tainted Grail hasn't done that too much, but they do it occasionally. Okay, I haven't... Have I been in here? Yes, I have. Okay. Okay, we're about through with everything. I was already in here. Yes, I was. Okay. However, this room that leads up... Was I up here already? Okay. I was. I had to jump down to know for certain. Yeah, this is where I came in. Yeah. Yeah, it looked off, but just because of the angle. So, I can go any direction. We'll eventually get to the right spot. May as well check this stuff. Actually, I don't know if this branches. No, just a pedestal with nothing. Okay. Great. What is over here? A lot of this stuff does in fact look mineable, but I don't know, it's not letting me. Okay. Alright, let's get on with it. We want to see the new content and the new lore. I am glad I came across that corpse. I don't know if this was the fastest way, but I think so. Alright. Pretty cool. Easy. I shouldn't have picked that up. Okay, so I need to get over there somehow. There's a way over there. What is this? Ice tongue spear. I love spears. I think I've mentioned this before. I love spears. Also, just saying, in real life, they are the superior weapon. Ice tongue. Attacks have a 20% chance to apply slow. Technically, this is actually stronger than my Bloodseeker blade, but... Oh, it's two-handed? Oh. Forget it. Forget that. Okay, no way. May as well look around. You guys can take a peek. Okay, there's people down there. Well, undead. Also, by the way, I did grab the thing that makes you run a lot faster after you crit. So, could do a lot of sprinting. Warded Guardian Seal. Increase armor by 5. Depending on missing. Up to 5. Ugh. Lame. Alright. You don't need meteorite. We're just grabbing it all. Okay. What is this thing? Okay, this must be the new meta. Whoops. I'm sorry, you looked like an enemy, Lohengrin? Oh, I wonder if he's one of the Knights of the Round Table. He would be a lesser knight. That'd be really cool.
Must. I must get in. I'll convince the twins. They'll let me in. I'll reach the sanctuary at last. I'll see the sanctuary as soon as I get my sight back.
Who are you?
No time to talk. No one will reach the sanctuary before me. It calls to me. I can hear its calling. I must hold on just a little longer.
Okay, what's the sanctuary?
I thought the sanctuary wanted a sacrifice. I drank the water of life from the chapel. The body doesn't matter. Only the eyes of the soul do. Just a little longer. I'll descend into the sanctuary.
Okay, the twins, who are they?
Fools. Only I matter. Only I can descend into the sanctuary. No, don't drink. Don't drink. Don't drink the water of life. Try me. Try me, and maybe then I'll be worthy. The shrine will hear my plea.
Oh, you want to die? I mean, if he insists. Bulb tissue, gills, hammer of stupefaction. More. Okay, well, we're gonna look at all of that. That looks really cool. And also we're about to get into the meta progression, or not meta progression, the new progression system, which I'm stoked to see. But first, let's see this. Increase incoming healing by... that's so lame. When your health drops below 25%, you restore all of your stamina and mana. This effect cannot occur more than once every combat. That's okay. I could imagine a world where I wouldn't mind that. Creatures of SARRAS deal 20% less damage. No, not gonna compete. Increase critical damage by 35%. I'd like that, but mine gives me 150%. Critical hits restore 1% of your stamina. And yeah, no. My Archdruid gloves are far stronger. Receiving physical damage reduces attacker stamina. Okay. And increase dash counter by 1 to the opposite of what I have, and increases movement speed by 25% when non-combat. No. All those are big no's. Let's look at the stupefaction hammer. Hitting a target has a 20% chance to stun. Okay. Kinda lame, if you ask me. Anything else to look at? No. Okay. Let's pray. I'm so stoked. Okay, what does this do? Blessing of SARRAS. You receive the Blessing of SARRAS. Creatures of the Sanctuary hostile to outsiders scale with your character level, but the blessing weakens them, making them easier to defeat. They're already easy. It also grants you points to spend in SARRAS skill tree. Pray at any SARRAS shrine to learn new powerful abilities. You can improve each skill tree independently, but only one can be active at a time. Okay, creatures... Okay, scale with your character level. Okay, but blessings weaken them. Okay. I'm probably gonna have to sleep for it, right? It can't be placed in this area. Okay, blocked. Okay. We're gonna have to find some place to probably level that up, I have a feeling. Oh, okay. It'll show me. Oh, it won't show me. Okay, I do have to sleep in order to look. No. Adding points by praying at the shrine. Yeah. Okay, there's no, like... Okay, we'll have to see in a moment. We're gonna have to find a way to sleep. Come on, right here. Come on. Blocked. Oh my gosh. Take my frustration out on people. Why do I have to be blocked? Come on. There must be a flat area. No. Okay. Well, I guess I have to progress. They're making me go forward. I don't know if I need to go up there. We'll kill these guys. Well, I must, but we'll kill these guys anyway. Whoops. Killed them both. So, by the way, I have two abilities that are going off killing them both, just so you guys know. For one, whenever I do a heavy attack, I deal... It's either 20% of my damage or 40% of my damage to a nearby enemy. Then on top of that, all excess damage I deal to an enemy goes to the nearest one if I overkill. So those two combined are allowing me to get kills pretty quickly here. Like double kills, you know? Unless, of course, it's like a tough guy. I am, like, grabbing stuff, by the way, because I'm assuming there's going to be new recipes, because why in the world are there all these new objects? Right? Like, there must be a reason that they're here. Like, they must be used somehow. Okay. Journal of Keeper Paulus. There's a lot of keepers. So this is 598. So this is like 40 years ago, 30 years ago, something like that. Captain Aymer sent me on a special mission. Says it was revealed to him by the Lord of the Seas himself. Well, such is the fate of a keeper, to follow the orders of the captain of the Horns of the South. Though, if you ask me, the idea came in with the tide, and his wits went out with it. Still, I'm glad they finally let me go farther than the nearby villages. If I find the time, I'll stop by Connacht. Want to try that mythical moonshine Odrin keeps bragging about. Okay, so a week later. Looks like I found an entrance. Who would have thought Aymer was actually right? If there's an entrance, then maybe this mission is real after all. Now I suppose I need to find the chapel and some twins. A couple days later, not sure I'll ever find the chapel. So far, I've only found undead sailors and other tormented spirits. I can feel my strength leaving me. Not sure I'll make it, though. I'd rest outside for a while, but I can't find the way out. It's so very cold. Okay, well, he's dead. Poor guy. Grab. Okay. Trying to decide, does that end? It might. You know, grab this stuff and go. Nothing to dig up, doesn't look like. Okay. Ooh, almost fell. I guess I can just go up here. I'm trying to decide if I should go up on that side, but I might link around. Yeah, seems like... Okay. A very tiny issue. I do need that titanium. Hello? Oh, I missed them, you jerk. Okay, so they're as easy to kill as a drowner, which is what we just learned. One ethereal cobweb. Okay, they don't give us anything. Okay. Oh, I thought that this linked... What? Oh my gosh, this is such a maze. This is what I was hoping for when they said that, like, version 1.1 came out, is that the new caves would be like this. Okay, there's so much to check through. There's such an amount to check through. I am going to go to the other side and see if there's anything over here. Oh, really? I barely missed. Forward, ye salty dogs. Gold bar. Okay. Heave ho. I can't say that. Ye merry men. We're off to see what's what with the sunken kingdom of theirs. What kind of pirates'd we be if we passed up a place full of gold where the fish folk can't crawl out to chase us. We'll spill some fish blood, take what's rightly ours, and sail back up fat and drunk. Once we find that blasted entrance, nothing in the seas will stop us. Uh-huh. Okay, so we're not really being told too much, except that there's supposedly treasure, and that everyone seems to be called... The keepers are being called by the Lord of the Seas from time to time. For some reason. It seems occasional, because this feels like something that we would have been made aware of by the current captain. So it doesn't seem to be like all the time. Hello? Okay, so this is the other way up. Okay. This may become a longer episode because I want to at least reach SARRAS. I'm pretty sure he's not far away. But this is like just such a maze, you know? Okay, so we found the stairs, so I know where I am. Could even jump down, but I'm not going to do that. I'm pretty sure there was... Okay, there was a right passage. All right. Yeah, let's take the water. Let's see what's down here. Okay, so there's stuff over there. Can I climb up a little? Okay, so this stuff wasn't very good. Let's keep exploring. This is the other side, correct? Yes. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm going literally everywhere. I don't want to miss, like, a really cool loot item. Because I wasn't very efficient. Okay, so how do I go about this? I guess I'll just keep walking. Okay. Okay, well, he had rum. Something slightly different. I wonder what these stinging tentacles even do. Besides sting. Yeah, that's where I was before. We got one moonshine from that? Okay, they need to update that. That was a big chest. This is where it came from. Okay. A crab. Fisherman's note. Hopefully I'm not missing any, by the way. Which, if I am, please comment and tell me so I can find it. Because I don't want to miss any notes. Hiya, cousin Gwylan. Is this the guy with the birds? I'm writing this as Uncle asked me to. He said on going to sea. Stubborn as an old rock. We're worried here. The man's blind for crying out loud. But he says the Lord of the Seas is calling him. Reckon he's found some hole where the gulls don't fly. Heh. Says there's magic there that'll give him back his sight. Don't know. He's gone to fix his mind on it. I'm keeping my fingers crossed, but if he gets lost, it ends up on the horns instead of Quanok to bring him back to us, eh? We'll look after him in mind. Gulls are just birds, cousin. Don't go letting them scare ya, cousin Dylan. Okay. Well, we found his family. Okay, so this was right there. Yep. Okay. Let's go. Okay, so I shouldn't jump down. Looks like instant death. But why are you allowed to skirt the edge? Just for the meteorite? Okay. Hello? Holding a chest, eh? New origin potion. I'll take it. Boxes, which are very ordinary. Okay, looking for dead bodies. I don't see it. Okay.
There is blood on your hands. The blood of the pilgrim who came before.
Sir Lohengrin, the one unready for the descent.
Worry not. The blood upon your hands will fade.
The waters of the descent shall cleanse what remains.
If you are the one.
In the age of legends, as King Arthur waged his fateful war
man.
against the Four-Dwellers,
Oh, this is really cool.
countless lesser tales unfolded in the shadows of that great struggle. Stories shaped by hardship and danger. Stories that would evolve for centuries to come. One such tale, nearly forgotten on Avalon, tells of a rebellion rising within Arthur's own ranks. Nimue, a young disciple of Merlin, shaken by the horrors of war, longed to return to the homelands, even if it meant defying her king. Led by her resolve, the rebels gathered several of Arthur's finest ships, including the proud flagship SARRAS, and set their course for home, no matter the cost. But Merlin, they say, would never suffer betrayal. Drawing upon ancient, forbidden forces, he unleashed a wrath destined to be remembered, turning the deserters' escape into a spectacle burned into the memory of all who served Arthur. 6 centuries later, a lone wanderer steps towards a hidden, long-forgotten passage, ready to uncover the truth behind the legend of SARRAS and the fate of those who dared to turn their backs on Avalon.
Huh. Well, you have to think how that plays into the lore.
She's impatient, the lady. She'll heal you. You must not invoke the lady's name in vain. She calls for change. We must accept it.
Whoa, we entered. Can we do this now, please? Now. Too close to water? We're underwater. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold this out. Oh,
The waves of knowledge are ever present. Nothing will change that. But change is inevitable.
okay. Give me a second. What? I can't level it up? Oh my gosh. Okay, there must be a way to do it. We'll find out later. What's this? Blocked. Ooh, that's fun. I like when games do that, actually. It's kind of fun when they have like a, hey, you need an item to break this material, and now, hey, a good portion of the game is now unlocked to you. Can I go underwater? Well, you probably can't go too far. Okay, let's just continue. But yeah, I don't know how that relates to the lore. I mean, because Nimue survives Merlin. Nimue also leads Merlin's apprentices after Merlin's death. Nimue appears to be either her daughter or his daughter or wife in the lore. So I don't know. I don't know exactly. With the description of calling her his young apprentice, it does make me think like, okay, well maybe she is his daughter, like his eldest kind of a thing, or most beloved daughter kind of a thing. Maybe that's the case of what's going on here. But she had to have survived that the waves. But I will say there was always a question. There is one ship that does leave Avalon and return to the homelands, like right after Arthur leaves to the homeland, or sorry, to Avalon because of the Red Death, right? Somebody essentially returns. I don't know if it would make sense that they'd return then. Maybe it would if it happened like in the first year. I think that it could add up because we don't know who that is or what that story is, but somebody returns home. So who knows? It couldn't have been Nimue though, because she stayed back. And it had to have been in the first 4 years, by the way. Probably the first, like, 2. Like, if we're being reasonable. But, something over here? This actually does look kind of cool. I like the lights. Anyway, okay. Let's get going. They want us to continue. SARRAS?
Forgive me. All these thoughts at once. I feel as though I'm drowning in the waves of knowledge. But you're here. You're here, just as it was foretold. The wave of change follows you.
and soon it will spread across all of SARRAS. He is here with you, isn't he? The song I heard was true.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, I'm very curious who he is. I am wondering if he's a Deep One or a Fomorian, because we haven't... we do have pictures of Fomorians in the lore, but I haven't seen it in the RPG, so they might, like, have a different art style for them. Anyway, or this could be a up-and-coming Lord of the Seas, which is very interesting. The song was true. What are you talking about?
A song given to me by a messenger who has already met with you twice. This messenger, he came to me. Twice. The first time, he kindled hope. The second time, your meeting was far more direct. By then, he was certain the king truly returned. And this time, for good. And with that, I dared to think even this place might be changed.
Okay. By the way, I'm calling him SARRAS until I find out his name.
Names. I know I should have them. Yet I don't know them. Or perhaps I simply don't care. What I should care about is purpose. Purpose and meaning. Those are brought to me by the mighty messenger. Although I don't think that's his proper name. Naming names! What a horror! I only know this. You're here because you're meant to be here. You have your purpose.
Mm-hmm. Where's this place?
A place of torment. A place of deliverance. Our place. But to be precise, right now, we stand before the Tower of the Depths, and you stand among us, unthinkable. Wondrous beyond words.
Okay, so what's my purpose? What do you need from me?
A need. Everyone has something they need, don't they? I know well what yours is. The head of the Carnix, that once rested above on the upper floor, now stolen by a wretched thief. Where was I heading? Anyway.
Okay, so the Carnix was stolen by a wretched thief.
Ah, yes. Thoughts. Whirling memories. Rise up, but wither at once. That is your need.
Okay, so you want me to bring it back?
Yes. Do that. At once. Now, go. Deal with the thief. Bring back what was lost. And then we shall speak again. But wait. Where are you supposed to go? There's a cave nearby. I can hear the Carnix faintly calling from within. Someone wishes to keep me out. But they do not expect you. You won't face the same problem.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. Bring back the Tremble. How do I level up, though? Why can't I level up? There must be, maybe the next time I go? I don't know. This is a little... Add points by praying at the shrine. So maybe they don't want me to do it until I get to the second one? I don't know. I am confused about that. Unless you grab the point by praying and then you pray again to level up, that might be it, actually. Which, if it is, that's stupid, but okay. That's probably it. Hello. This is just to gaze into the beauty, huh? Very crazy. Very cool. And that's another shrine, I'm sure. Well, we'll probably end it once we get to the shrine, because I have a feeling we're running out of time. But anyway, hello. However, it's telling me to go in that direction. Also, these guys don't seem to really have anything. I won't even loot them. Okay, so I can't enter. Okay. Another time, then. Okay. Gloomy Cave. We were told there's like 12 of them. Also, may as well look at this. What is this? Maw of the Current. Oh, this is a teleporter, eventually. We saw that as well. What is this? This looks like such a trap. Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's just go into the cave. Cave. Also, where's Morgan? Isn't that her name? She might be in here, actually. That looks breakable.
I know that smell. The stench of a landlubber. Better turn back while you still can. This is no place to lose your way.
Buddy, there's no way you're gonna be able to kill me. Okay. Grandma Medusa's lessons? Now listen well, my little tadpoles. Everything you need to live healthy and happy can be found right in your own garden. Take seaweed, for example. It's nutritious, perfect for stews and potions, and you can even make parchment out of it, or algae. They're everywhere, and their uses are nearly endless. That's why it's so important to listen to your elders and use their wisdom to find new ways for old things. Things that may seem ordinary only to the untrained eye. Cherish what SARRAS gives you, and our land will reward you 100-fold. Sounds like recipes to me. Kelp infusion and sparkling seawater. Okay, so that just looks like ordinary stuff. Like, looks like just health potions that you can use underwater stuff to make. So not a big deal there. Am I fighting you?
Well, well. Look what crawled into this filthy hole with me. I haven't seen a live one down here in, never. Come to roll in the muck with us? Familiarize yourself with our stench. Want to smell the rotting glory of the sanctuary and all its foul denizens?
What kind of question is that? Who are you?
Name's Squall. I run my own den. I carve it in the likeness of the seas I sailed and the shores I saw on the surface. The outside, this SARRAS. It is a foul mockery, an insult to true sea dogs. This isn't a place for the likes of you, with your sun-kissed skin and fresh air in your lungs. Piss off before you start growing barnacles on your back. It ain't a pleasant feeling.
A man by the tower claims you stole the Caranix.
Ah, so you must be Josephus's precious service brat.
Josephus.
He must be ecstatic. Or he would be, if his head weren't like a morning scramble. Truth be told, I prefer him that way. The nonsense he spews now is better than his usual. So, I stole the Carnix. What of it?
By the way, Josephus or Josephus is Josephus. I'm pretty sure is I'm pretty sure it's Greek, right? I think so. That would add up to me if they are saying that he's a Fomorian, but we'll see. Why did you steal the Carnix?
To snuff out any chance of light crawling back to this damned shore. To let those cockroaches rot in the dark a little longer. Besides, I like the dark. It covers what shouldn't be seen. The growths, the feelers, the greenish-gray skin that shouldn't still be walking around.
Okay, you stole the Caranix because you hate how you look. You seem to be full of resentment.
You don't say. They betrayed the sea, robbed us of a sailor's death. They put their faith in that
That horrible thing and what they built out there. It is an abomination. Traitors and oathbreakers, the lot of them.
So you sold the Carnix because you hate how you look.
I stole the Carnix so SARRAS could be true to itself. You've walked into a graveyard, surface brat. And graveyards deserve darkness. They deserve quiet. They deserve to be forgotten.
Give me the Carnix and I'll back and you will... Well, isn't he already dead? But I guess I'll try to do the diplomatic thing. Give me it back and you'll live.
Is that what Josephus calls this? Living? Stupid surface brat. You're making yourself a puppet in his hands. And when you try to cut the strings, he'll cut you. I'm not giving you the Carnix. I'll fight for it tooth and nail until that husk of a body won't hold me no more.
Oh, I feel so bad. Oh, poor Squall. He tried, didn't he? This is what I was talking about restarting, because I'm so strong, but I was figuring, you know what, we should probably just see how difficult the game is, right? Like the new stuff. Sea Urchin and Sailor's Hat. Okay, well, may as well see what this stuff does. Increase attack speed by 35%. I mean, my Crow's Mask is significantly stronger. Significantly stronger. And even more armor. Yeah, it's not useful. Okay, Sea Urchin. Critical hits with this weapon apply 5 stacks of bleed. Reduce the enemy's incoming healing by 100%. I don't know who that would be useful against. That was... Oh, man. It's too easy. You, like... I want more difficulty. Is this the way out? Oh, this is the way in. My bad. He jumped from down there, so I came from there. Okay, let's see if there's anything to loot. Whale cap skull? Cool. I haven't come across a whale cap, I don't think. Okay, sea legs brew. Love the name. Yeah, it's just underwater potions. I wonder if normal potions don't work down here, and that's why you get new ones? Could be. Okay. Hasn't stuttered like that in a while. Riptide Ward. May as well take a peek. Yeah, it looks kind of cool. Okay, what does it do? Successful parries apply Frailty. I don't even know what Frailty does. I guess I could see, but... Oh, this is the Carnix. Okay. Well, I guess we have it. Yep, there it is. She's kind of heavy. Yeah, let's just get out of here, I guess. Okay. It's going pretty well. Thank you. Ooh. Blessing in a bottle. Oh, are you dead? Oh. We're too strong. We're too strong for this game. They did need to make this game harder. I'm sorry. I know some people have said that it's, like, way too hard, but you're wrong. The game is absolutely not way too hard. Is this where I ran in? Yes, it is. Absolutely. Okay, let's get out of here. And it would be nice to find another place to upgrade the temple. A floatling? I killed a floatling? Whoops. Swim bladder? Okay, well I missed it. I killed it too fast. Sorry. Okay, let's go around. Ew. Thin bled. That looks kind of cool. Bursting bulb? Bulb tissue. Interesting. I do like the design, I gotta say. It is kind of cool. I don't know how much it fits in Tainted Grail. I mean, I guess it does, but... yeah. Okay. Let's just go down. We'll return. We'll be like, hey, we found the thing. And then, hopefully, we'll find a temple, level up, and then we'll end it there. Fix. Ooh, pray.
I can't. I mustn't. I need to be patient. It will be over soon. Oh, finally. Our SARRAS in all its glory. I never knew I would miss it this much. The sound that resonates and quickens the spirit. It is good to hear it once more. And this light. I had almost forgotten how beautiful it is. It brings clarity and quiets the mind. Forgive me for my indisposition earlier. At times, an excess of sights and knowledge seems to overwhelm me. Allow me to introduce myself, this time in a proper way. I am Josephus, a sailor of Captain Lear's crew. Glad to welcome you in the sanctuary of SARRAS, child of the surface. Tell me, was it Squall who dared steal the Carnix?
Okay, so that means that he's been cursed in some way or changed permanently after living down here. That is interesting that he was once human then. So he's absolutely not a Fomorian. So that is interesting that he's once human then, and then switch into this. Because, right, it does appear that several of the corpses, that is not the case. He must have been gifted or something. Yes, it was Squall.
I understand. It's a shame he ended up like a common thief, defying the destiny of SARRAS. Squall was bosun to Captain Lear, a damn loyal one. He never questioned the hierarchy aboard the ship. If he dared steal the Carnix, then little remains of the fine sailor he was in the old days. I think that after all that befell us, he came to bear a grievance against us. That theft was just petty malice to show disrespect. Crude, is it not? Anyway, he's gone now. We should let him rest.
Okay, and then as you asked, what now?
Ah, yes. The next step. You were brought here at Nimwe's bidding. She wishes to meet you. Yet she lies beyond the deepest of depths, and only Captain Lear knows the path to her. But here we are. The hour has come. We must rouse that old cur from his slumber. And for that, the melody of the deep must be played once more. I will need the help of my old companions, Ercol and Apps. This is the second thing I ask of you, child of the surface. You must find them and persuade them to play their part.
Well, that's interesting that Nimue wants to talk to me. So, obviously this doesn't make sense. Hopefully things make sense as we play. Where should I go to look for Ercol and Apps?
Each of them remains bound to what was appointed to them. Apps is the caretaker of the children of the one who gave us life. You will find him in the Ulcerate. And Ercol tends to the Lord of the Sea's knowledge in the archive. It's truly a sacred duty. He made sure that nobody would trouble him.
Alright, I'll find Ercol and Apps.
Just be careful, child of the surface. It has been a long time since I last spoke with these two. SARRAS is not a safe place, and their domains might have turned even more spiteful. Stay vigilant. Though something tells me your presence here isn't mere coincidence. When you convince them, we'll meet at the chapter house. And consider yourself invited, of course. Trust me, you won't want to miss the moment we play the organ. Ah, and here, this is for you. Some parts of the sanctuary require you to cut into their bowels to enter, and they won't yield to any surface blade.
Okay, so we have the sickle, I presume. Yes, the Ambergus sickle. Cuts membranes to reveal hidden loot in passages. Using it consumes charges that you can regenerate by killing enemies, gathering bursting bulbs, and more. Okay, so I'm going to equip that. It's one-handed. Yeah. I mean, that's fine. Doesn't deal that much damage. Allows cutting through membranes. Yes, yes, yes. Charges. Held charges is 1. Okay, so I have to keep getting kills with this. Ugh, I'm not good at one-handed, though. I killed them all so fast. So faced. Okay, so I could go forward. Oh, good. I can see a map. Oh, there's a stash up ahead. Share the horns, whatever. So there was an opening back there I could go to. How big is this place? Yeah, this is... I would call this big. In my mind. It doesn't look like they're going to let me get through there to the temple, which is such a bummer. Or maybe I can now? Oh, I can now. Okay. Okay, so we got it. Let's see if we can spend it. Yeah, so you have to pray twice. That should have, yeah. Oh, well. It's fine. Doesn't matter. Now we can level up and see where we want to... Okay, so you have to do this first. SARRAS skill tree. SARRAS skill trees grant powerful abilities, but only one can be active at a time. You can swap at any time, even during combat, using B. Cool. Let's see how strong this is. So I'm not a mystic. Each enemy within a radius of 6 meters increases your physical damage by 10%. You're just going to make me crazy. Okay. Desire for speed. Each enemy makes you attack faster. Stamina cost reduced. Enemies take up to 33% increased damage based on missing stamina. Oh my gosh. That's going to be brutal. Because I instantly downed them with one hit. Killing an enemy lowers stamina cost of your next attack. Okay, holding heavy up to 3 seconds increases their damage dealt. Oh my gosh. 50% of damage from critical is dealt to nearby enemies. Oh my goodness, I'm just going to be killing everything. Reduce melee damage taken. Okay, heavy attacks increase attack speed. Increase weapons maximum damage output by 1 for every kilogram of your armor weight. That's not very heavy. Melee attacks done when jumping or following always crit. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, lowers the speed. Okay, that's fine. All melee and critical weapons, all melee and range weapons have 25% increased base maximum damage and 25% decreased base minimum. Okay, lower duration of all debuffs. Moment to breathe. Reduce the first received damage by 100% when you're knocked down or overexerted, and push deals half damage and stuns. Man, yeah, I've never pushed since the tutorial. Let's look at Rogue. Dealing damage to an enemy applies a stack of Frailty. Frailty increases non-status damage received by 1% per stack up to 66%. Okay, Frailty increases non-status damage received by 1% per stack up to 66% for 8 seconds. Okay. Dealing damage to an enemy applies stack of Frailty. Heavy attacks and weak spot hits apply an additional Frailty. So it increases the damage they take by 1 to 2% per hit. Okay. That's not very good. Dealing damage to an enemy lowers their stamina. Okay. By up to 10% of the damage dealt based on the current frailty. Okay. Dealing damage to a non-boss enemy who's staggered and is less than 33% of their max health instantly kills them. Well, each non-critical hit increases crit chance. Okay. Critical hits apply an additional stack of frailty. They just die instantly. Gain 7% increased critical damage, critical chance for 4 seconds when dealing damage with a melee weapon. No. Gain attack speed when dealing... Okay. For 4 seconds when dealing damage to the ranged. Chink in the armor. Pushing an enemy consumes all stacks of frailty. Breaking enemy armor. Huh. Successfully dodging with a dash increases crit chance. Each frailty stack on nearby enemies increases your attack speed by 1% and bow draw speed. Releasing an arrow within 0.4 seconds of fully drawing your bow counts as a perfect draw, which increases the damage. That's kind of nice if I was going ranged, for sure. I already read that one. Increased sneak damage by 50%. Kills with a sneak attack increase sneak damage by another 50%. Perfectly drawn arrows pierce through one additional enemy. Arrows deal 100% increased damage for every enemy pierced. Interesting. Coup de grace. Oh, we read that. Wrecking ball. Excess damage from a killing blow is stored to be dealt on your next damage done. I wonder if that stacks with dealing excess damage to those around me. Because then I'm just going to deal insane damage over and over. Wouldn't that be insane? And it does say within 10 seconds, but if that was permanent, it would be insane. Actually, now that I think about it, excess damage from a killing blow is stored to be dealt on your next damage done. So I could actually do my big hit with my two-handed weapon, switch to the sickle, and then I would deal an absurd amount of damage in order to get a kill. Because then that's the way I could do it with my sickle. Instinct of a killer, dealing damage to a non-boss enemy higher than 80% of their current health instantly kills them. Wait. What? Dealing damage to a non-boss enemy higher than 80% of their current health. Oh. So 80% damage plus kills them. Okay, that's fine. Killing an enemy with frailty on them puts half their stacks to a nearby enemy. Okay, so Wrecking Ball is very intriguing if I need to go sickle. It regenerates 2% of the last damage dealt as mana. Each of your consecutive hit increases your summoned physical damage by 2%. I mean, I do kind of like that. You and all friendly units deal increased damage by 5% for each friendly unit. Your summons have mana essence on death. Okay. Your summons apply a curse to the enemies that killed them, dealing 400% of their attack damage over 8 seconds. Wow. Spells that deal damage in an area have a 20% increased damage. Spells that do not deal damage in an area apply frailty. Holding fully charged spells up to 4 seconds increase max damage. Each second frailty on an enemy increases the speed of applying elemental status to them by up to 50%. Enemies with an active elemental status spread it to nearby enemies. When an enemy dies when burning, poison, shield, or frozen, they explode, spreading their elemental status. Having a wand, soul cube, shield, or a melee weapon equipped increases mana regeneration. Every melee attack is magically empowered, dealing increased damage by 50% of your spell power. That's actually really good, but also costing you mana equal to 200% of its stamina cost. Okay, that's complicated, but that is actually really strong. I'm sure you can make this work really well. Each socketed relic in your equipped item increases your spell power and max mana. I mean, that is actually good. Using a soul cube decreases mana cost by 50% for 6 seconds. Okay, and melee weapons and shields are considered wands. I don't know why that matters. I don't remember. Okay, so as I look at it, warrior just makes me stronger than I am. But I will say, I could go, I mean, I could book it for Wrecking Ball, but I don't know if it actually works. If it does, that's like amazing. But the thing is like, this is useless. Like these two abilities. Dealing damage to an enemy applies frailty. Dealing damage to an enemy lowers their stamina by up to 10% of the damage dealt. I mean, it just makes it the same. But I think I am going to be going for Wrecking Ball. Can I reset this for free? I wonder. Oh, you do 2 in each. Oh, that makes this a lot easier. Okay, yeah, we're going for Wrecking Ball. I do summons, I think. Yeah, I mean, I will say this is... this actually is good. Yeah. We're going to go to Arcane Smite, because that will be helpful. No, I'll do them all. I don't know if this is my one chance or something. And I'm booking it for Wrecking Ball. I'm not doing summons at the moment, and Arcane Smite does seem cool. Maybe it's useful. I'd have to calculate it out. As for this one, it is a little bit hard to tell. Man. I mean, Menace of the Were... This is so brutal. Because then I'm just dealing even more damage. Even more damage. I mean, I'm just so deadly. This is crazy. Sorry. I'm trying to figure out. I'm not doing the push. These are all useless. Yeah, that's all useless. I don't need that. Yeah, these aren't actually that good. I mean, I can go to the heaviest of attacks. Okay, we'll do the wary thing. And then do I have to pick which one I'm going into? I wonder. Maybe I do. Maybe I do in the menu. Okay. Oh, there's a person here. Okay. I'm gonna see if you pick it in the menu. Oh, they said B. Yes, you press B. Warrior Mystic Oh, that is actually kind of cool. Huh. Okay, so what am I? Rogue, Warrior, Mystic. Alright, I'm gonna have to look at this again and see what I grabbed. Because I don't think these are good until I level up one more time, because then I can get an Arcane Smite on it. This is utterly useless. The Frailty is pointless. So, the only thing that makes sense is going Warrior until I level up one more time. Okay, I do want to fight something. I haven't been on this side. There's probably something to kill over here, right? I just want to find an ordinary enemy. And then we'll end it after. Come on. There's gotta be somebody who doesn't like me, right? Interact. No, we have to wait. Okay, there's enemies. Somebody down here, like in the corner? No? Okay. Let's see how we do. Okay. Even though this isn't leveled, we're doing fine. Okay, so I have to kill several enemies with this in order for this to upgrade, huh? Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, well, I'll just keep track of that, I guess. And... ooh, a chest. Okay. I guess I'm going to be ending it here. It's been close to an hour. Let me double check. Because I did have to stop. Oh, it's over an hour. Okay, I'm going to be ending it here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to be continuing to play this for sure. I'm going to probably record the second episode back to back. More than likely. This is a lot of fun. We'll see how it goes. I do like the look. It is pretty cool. They have such a great art department. Whoever's in charge of that stuff is fantastic. I'm excited to see what happens. I'm concerned about the Nimue thing because she 100% was on land 4 years after the Age of Legends, and she was on land after Merlin's death. So, I don't know how they're going to explain that. Maybe she returned, she left, and then she came back. That is a possibility. You know, she left, she felt guilty for leaving them, and then returned, but we'll see. I hope that they do explain that and they don't just retcon or something, because it's like, you know, there's so much lore. For them to just retcon it would be a bummer. Anyways, I'll be heading out. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like. Please consider subscribing if you've yet to do so. And yeah, hope you guys have a great day. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.